We all remember the big blowout confrontations in Mass Effect 2, Tali vs. Legion, Jack vs. Miranda, Mordin vs. Grunt? Yes, that's right. Bioware initially planned a big confrontation between the Krogan and the Salarian, but it was cut from the final product. However, they had already recorded voice lines for this conflict and left the audio files in the game for us to discover. Keep watching to find out more.
Arrogant. Don't owe you anything, human. Am here doing my job. Can't ask any more.
What's up, everyone? Big Dan here. Before we begin, I have a bunch of different Mass Effect Trilogy guides and lore videos on my channel, so if you're interested in seeing more, hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Earning the loyalty of your squadmates is one of the most important parts of Mass Effect 2. It can determine who lives and who dies during the final mission of the game. In order to earn your crew's trust, you need to complete their loyalty missions to help them resolve any lingering personal issues before heading through the Omega-4 relay. However, completing loyalty missions alone is not enough because there are interpersonal beefs between some of your squadmates as well. At different points in the story, you will need to squash some beef between crew members to keep everyone focused on the mission. These confrontations will be resolved with Shepard either passing a speech check to squash the beef or choosing a side in the argument. In cases where Shepard has to choose a side, the loser of the argument will no longer be loyal to the commander. However, Shepard can regain that loyalty with a one-on-one conversation after the fact. In the case of Mordin and Grunt, these one-on-one conversations with Shepard are all that remains of their blowout fight, because unfortunately the audio of the fight itself was either never recorded or not included in the game. Shout out to YouTuber Didymos1120 for extracting these files and sharing them online. I'll be showing you all the existing conversations and discussing why this confrontation may have been cut from the final game. Let's start with Mordin Solus.
Nothing to say to you. Talk to the Krogan if you like.
Mordin, I need both of you. I need his brute strength and your brains. And I trust that when I take his side in an argument, you'll understand. I need to keep him happy.
Ah, feelings weren't genuine. We're patronizing him. Understand now. We'll stay out of his way. Thank you for talking, Shepard. Glad to clear this up. Need anything else?
You can say whatever you like to the others, but don't mouth off at me.
Arrogant. Don't owe you anything, human. Am here doing my job. Can't ask any more.
I cured that plague on Omega. I faced down a Krogan chieftain on Tuchanka. Get angry if you want, but do not walk away from me.
Yes, you did. Apologies, Shepard. Tired of being yelled at, being told I made mistakes. Thought that ended on Tuchanka. Guess not.
Your attitude is up to you. Just get the job done.
Agreed.
Mordin, please, talk to me.
Mission readiness not in doubt, Shepard. Nothing else to talk about.
It's interesting to see a more angry and emotional side of Mordin. His temper is hinted at during the story, but rarely shown.
What makes Mordin worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
We see glimpses of it during his loyalty mission when lamenting a dead Krogan and confronting Malin over his barbaric research methods.
Atrocity! Unacceptable experiments. Unacceptable goals. Won't change. No choice. Have to kill you.
But how does Grunt react to Shepard's overtures? Let's have a listen.
I don't like being shot down in front of Mordin, Shepard. If he's right, he should be strong enough to fight me.
I sided with him because I know you can take it. He needs to be indulged.
So I can take it. That doesn't mean I like it.
You're not here because I agree with you. You're here because you're tough enough to suck it up.
I'm supposed to like being second to a Salarian?
If I tried to avoid pissing you off, then I'd be weak. I can do this shuffle all day, Grunt.
You do it well for a human. Mordin is lucky you were there, Shepard. I let it go because we're a clan. You do it well for a human. Mordin is lucky you were there. Being Urdnot makes me want to fight, not just able to.
He needed me to step in before you tore him a new cloaca, or whatever they have.
That's true. Acts like he wants one. All right, Shepard. I let it go, because we're a clan. That's true. Acts like he wants one.
Mordin is lucky you were there. Being Urdnot makes me want to fight, not just able to.
Just do your job. That's all I need from you.
It's all you'll get. For now.
This stuff all feels like classic Grunt to me. This is a fascinating encounter. Hearing these audio clips makes me wonder what the full confrontation and aftermath could have been like. I imagine it could have gone something like this. Shepard, you let this devious little Salarian onto the ship, knowing full well he worked on the genophage? Give me one good reason why I shouldn't bash his head in. Typical Krogan response. Violent, hot-tempered, or inevitable. So many simulations. Had to modify the genophage to curb Krogan birth rates. Listen, you two. After this mission is over, I don't care whose heads you smash or what experiments you run. But right now, we have a common enemy. The Collectors. I will not let your petty squabbles disrupt my mission. Is that clear? Okay. I don't like this, Shepard, but I'm willing to keep my sights on the Collectors. For now. You're lucky, Salarian. Thank you, Shepard. Could have gotten ugly if you didn't step in. Back against the wall. Didn't want to terminate Krogan. Would have done it if necessary. Will keep my focus on the Collectors now. Isn't it a damn shame that I wasn't hired as a voice actor for Mass Effect 2? Seeing this cut encounter makes me ponder about others that Bioware may have planned for Mass Effect 2. There are certainly tensions between other characters as well, like Thane and Jacob. They may have initially planned to have every single squadmate involved in one of these encounters, but eventually scaled it down. In the end, I'm glad they did cut all these confrontations from the game. It's already complicated enough to keep your entire crew alive in Mass Effect 2 without adding in more confrontations, more speech checks, and more issues of loyalty. It would almost be like babysitting your crew was a whole-ass game mechanic at that point. Plus, these confrontations would have felt more forced and less natural for some characters. Like, who would Kasumi or Zaid beef with? Would Garrus and Samara get into a blowout fight? I could potentially see differences of opinion arrive with some crew members, but not to the same level as Jack and Miranda or Tali and Legion. At the same time, a big confrontation between Mordin and Grunt would make a lot of sense. Grunt is restless and looking for a fight the whole game, even after completing his rite of passage. He's slowly learning what it means to be Krogan, and also becoming proud of his Krogan nature. It would only be natural for his restless energy and Krogan pride to eventually take aim at Dr. Solus. Mordin's work on the genophage modification project would be a lightning rod for conflict between him and Grunt. Mordin defends his work as well, and would likely not back down in an argument. He also wouldn't be afraid of violent threats, given his own training with STG. In any case, all we can do now is speculate, because this confrontation was not included in the final release. It's still fun to talk about, though. So there you have it, the hidden confrontation between Mordin and Grunt in Mass Effect 2. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to Big Dan Gaming for more Mass Effect and RPG videos. Until next time, this has been Big Dan. I should go.